Hey filmmaker Chung here. In this video I'm going to do a comparison between the Zhiyun Smooth Q and the DJI OSMO Mobile 2. I have used them for a while, and so I'm going to talk about the real life use of using these two gimbals and which one is better. And also I won't be talking about the apps because mainly in real life use you really skip the app and rather use the built-in camera app of your phone itself. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button here below and also make a chance to win a special giveaway that I'll be giving away on my birthday on June 3rd. I'll be giving away 1 year free subscription to all Creative Cloud apps of Adobe, and yeah, make sure you are subscribed to get a chance to win it. And here is a side-by-side comparison of the DJI OSMO Mobile 2 and the Zhiyun Smooth Q, and I have to say they are both equal stable. And also another thing is because nowadays pretty much they all use the same kind of motors and the same kind of gyro and everything, and also sensors, so pretty much nowadays most gimbals that are coming out are super stable. However, it's mainly the other features that are really important. So one tip with using these gimbals, instead of holding it straight like this, you want to actually hold it in an angle. So you want to hold it slightly like 45 angle degrees, which is a much better hold for these kind of gimbals, but also give you a much more stable walking shot than holding it like this, because this it's actually easy to bump up and down than holding it slightly like this. When we turn on the DJI OSMO Mobile 2, it actually goes into a full follower mode. But when you are walking around, it's actually better instead of holding it straight like this, which is also a much heavier, harder way to hold it continuously like this, because your hands can slightly wobble and actually the camera can tilt up and down quite a lot. It's better to hold it into an angle, which is much easier to hold it in a certain position. However, the flaw you can already see here, because it doesn't have a pen follow mode, it will just tilt down. So to tilt this back up, we can double press the M button and now it's horizontal again. So this way we can actually get like a nicer hold to walk around with. However, another issue is when we are going to tilt up or hold normal again, it's going to tilt up, but also your hands might still tilt a little bit up and down while you're walking around. So your footage might actually tilt up and down. So to prevent that from happening, we can press the M button and now we can just walk around. However, this does not really or should not rotate, but if you go beyond a certain degrees, it will rotate, but the rotation is not that great. So when you are going to walk around a corner, I suggest press M button to unlock it. Now we can do the turn. However, when you're walking, it can still tilt up and down. So the main thing is with the DJI OSMO Mobile 2, you need to press the M button far too much, while with the Zhiyun Smooth Q, it's much easier and you can just walk around without needing pressing the M button that much. Especially if you just want to have it always horizontally straight and unable to pan around. One major thing that is different between the Zhiyun Smooth Q and the DJI OSMO 2 is that this has like a 360 head. It can rotate around freely, while with the OSMO Mobile 2 you are limited to like 180, which I find is a little bit weird why they did that. But the great thing with it being able to rotate around like that huge is of course for like time lapses. However, because I'm not going to talk about the app, we're going to talk about a different use that is really useful. So because it can rotate 360, it also has a selfie mode. So the selfie mode is when your phone is aiming to yourself. However, personally I rarely use the selfie mode for that use. The selfie mode I rather use like the front-facing camera and film myself and actually see what I'm filming. However, I did find a great use for the selfie mode. So here I have the GoPro mounted on my Smooth Q, and if we go to selfie mode, press the mode button 3 times, 1, 2, 3. It goes to selfie mode, and we can hold it normally and also have the camera aiming forward so we can film with the GoPro. And yeah, you can also mount the GoPro on the DJI OSMO Mobile 2. However, because it cannot or do not have like this selfie mode, it will always aim at yourself. So if you are using it only to film yourself, then it's okay. But if you want to film something else, you get like a weird position. So you be on the OSMO Mobile 2 instead of filming like holding like this with the buttons aiming towards yourself. You'll be holding it backwards, which doesn't feel that pleasant. And also you cannot press any of the or see which button you're actually pressing. So holding these two now, I have to say the grip on the Zhiyun Smooth Q, it's nicer. I feel like that the OSMO Mobile 2, it's a little bit on the big side. It's actually, its shape is just weird. It doesn't hold that well. It has like, it's just the weird shape of it. While with the Smooth Q, it has like a much nicer shape. It falls better in your hand, and it's just a much better to hold. Yeah, it's just much better to hold. One thing I do have to talk about with the Zhiyun Smooth Q, it's made for small phones, so the Galaxy S8 will fit perfectly on here. However, like the iPhone X and the S9 Plus will be a little bit on the heavier side for this gimbal. So you do notice if you have certain phones, either look at the heavier versions, Smooth 3, Smooth 4 if you have like the bigger phone, but the Smooth Q is pretty limited to like smaller phones in its use. So the final conclusion, I would say it depends a little bit on your phone, especially if you have like a heavier phone. I would rather say go with the Smooth 3 and the Smooth 4. But if you have like a lightweight phone like the Samsung Galaxy S8, the Smooth Q is perfect for that. Also, this has like a nicer grip than the DJI OSMO Mobile 2. So for long walks where you are going to film quite a long time, this is much better to hold for a longer period. Also, the main thing, this has the pan follow mode, which is a mode that I use quite a lot for hyperlapses, but also just walking around filming a lot of things, because you don't want it to tilt up and down with the full follow mode. And also like fully locking it, it's not a mode that you often use. The only reason I would use the full lock mode is to mimic a crane shot or a slider shot, but for most of the time the pan follow would be the one that I use, and rarely actually go into the full follow mode. While with the DJI OSMO Mobile 2, you only have like the lock and the full follow mode. So that was mainly it here from Hong Kong. Hopefully you guys like this video, and please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button here below, and I'll see you guys the next time. Bye bye.